Hello, I'm Michael with Mountpac. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you how to install a light fixture. It's going to be a simple one, but I'll explain how to do it and what the steps are. And enjoy, and I hope you are able to build the confidence to do it yourself, and let me know if you have any questions or comments.
Okay, here's the old light fixture. I'm going to hold up the new one. It's just a ceiling mounted with a kind of a half dome glass on it. A couple tools you're going to need is a screwdriver and a circuit tester to make sure the power's off so you don't shock yourself. And then also I usually get the wire ties that are the red ones. Oftentimes the orange or yellow ones are not large enough to accommodate for all the wires that are in the circuit. So the globe is off of the old fixture, and those little screws that are on the sides are the screws that hold the globe onto the fixture. Turning off the switch usually turns off the power at the light. You want to check that though, because sometimes older houses, they wire it differently than that. You need to get a screwdriver so I could actually remove the old light fixture from the ceiling. And remember, sometimes the old light fixtures have been painted around, and so some of the paint gets on the light fixture and kind of, I don't want to say glues, but it sticks the light fixture to the ceiling. And so what you want to do is take a knife and kind of score around the old light fixture so it could be broke free from the ceiling. Get the wires all loose here and separated. Then I take my circuit tester to make sure that nothing's hot. And if it was still on the power, then it would have been blinking red and flashing pretty fast. I'm a big believer about reading the instructions while and before you actually install or do anything. Oftentimes the new fixture has some insulation and it's rather thick, so sometimes it's hard to have the mounting screws poke through the new light fixture. And this fixture didn't have that much hardware with it. A rod and a acorn nut, and then kind of like a washer that would screw onto the rod. I've installed fixtures where they were very heavy and the installation of these wires, tying them together, was rather difficult. And so sometimes you might have to have another person hold up the light fixture while you tie up the wires. Oftentimes, especially because this one was very light, I didn't need too much assistance as far as holding up that light. Usually once one of the wires is connected, it's enough to hold up the light fixture. So I can install the other two wires. Oh, and another thing I wanted to go over is electrical. but I'm no electrician, but I've been doing this for a while. You want to connect the wires together that are alike. So normally the black goes with the black, the white goes with the white, and then the copper, the bare wire, goes with the green or a bare wire from the light fixture. So the black is usually the hot, white is neutral, and green or bare wire is ground. Oh, I also like to use the the red wire connector, twisty ties, twist caps, just because sometimes the wires don't necessarily fit with the orange one or the yellow ones, and so the red ones just make sure that the wires are connected. But if it's too big, then the wires won't stay connected. So you kind of use your own judgment. The other thing is, once the wires are inside the ties or the twisty tie things, you want to give them kind of a yank. I've had it where I've had to troubleshoot some light fixtures, especially when they're in series. And the main purpose of them not working is because I didn't have a wire completely contacted with the other wires, and so it had like a false short. And so just be careful. Just give those wires a tug to make sure they're firmly into the wire ties. It'll help in the long run. Alright, so that was really easy. Just take the screwdriver, tighten up the mounting screws. Not too tight because there's probably about an inch gap in between the actual ceiling and the fixture. And usually at least this fixture is just kind of a thin metal. And so if you tighten it too much, it'll start bending. Just tighten it enough so it's firm that it won't fall off the wall and won't like twist. Once you're done with the screwdriver and making sure the mounting screws are tightened enough, you're ready to put on the other components. The first thing is the rod. It's a threaded rod that goes into the previously installed mounting bracket. And this has a threaded rod with a nut on it. And the nut kind of helps when you're tightening things up that it won't go all the way through and stay kind of in the same position that you put it in. This is me kind of going through a couple times to see what the correct length is for the rod before we actually put the glass dome on. So once you get the right length, you want to make sure you're installing light bulbs in the fixture before you put the glass dome globe on. Just screwing it in out just a little bit because it wasn't long enough. And don't forget the light bulbs. So all in all, this fixture took approximately half an hour to install. All right. I hope that you learned something today from watching. Again, this is more of a simpler fixture. There are complex fixtures out there. Like I said earlier, there's heavier ones. Please like and comment below if you have any questions or if you wanted to see anything construction related. I can make a video on it and show you how to do it. Thanks for joining again. I hope you have a wonderful day, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and have a great day.